Welcome to another episode of the Love Hub channel where we discuss relationship tips and advice for women. In this episode, we're going to talk about 8 signs when a guy is emotionally unavailable. You might want to stay away from this guy if he is exhibiting any of these signs. For topic requests and shoutout requests, please like this video, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Let's start the video. Sign number 1. They come off as robots. This guy acts exactly the same, whether he's happy, furious, sad, or tired. You have trouble reading him. You never know what he's thinking. He isn't letting you in and isn't sharing his emotions and deepest thoughts with you. You joke to him that he's like an android robot, but you're really not that far off. He may be great in a crisis or may be depressed, but when it comes to opening up about his feelings, this man seems incapable of emotional expression or being vulnerable to someone he cares about, just like you. You may be fighting a losing battle, but you've at least got to make an attempt to get into this guy's head and heart. When something happens that you believe should have a significant emotional reaction in a man, prod him gently for a reaction or give him the space that he needs while at the same time letting him know you're there when he wants to talk. However, this is a red flag if this persists in your relationship, even if you've been dating for quite a while, meaning a few months to even several years, and he still shuts you out whenever he is feeling stressed at work or when he is emotionally distressed. This is a red flag that this man might be emotionally unavailable and unable to form a deep connection with you. Sign number 1, they come off as robots. Sign number 2, they can be a little bit self-centered. You may have initially been attracted to this guy's self-confidence, but over time, it seems to have turned into something else. He constantly talks about his own concerns and rarely asks how you're doing. You may even be asking yourself if this guy is a potential narcissist, because it seems as if his only interest is in himself and his life, not really what is going on with you and your life. The primary reason emotionally unavailable men can be self-centered is that they can control the conversation, and they don't have to care about your problems if they control the dialogue. You are merely an accessory to this man, an audience that he can talk to about regarding his own problems and his own successes and achievements. Being self-centered is a defense mechanism. If he is in control of the relationship, he doesn't have to open up to you if he doesn't choose to. He's so focused on his own agenda and needs that he forgets about yours. There is no room for him to let you into his head and heart, and you sometimes even wonder if he genuinely cares about you or if he just likes having you around. Think about whether or not you really want to invest emotionally in this man when he obviously isn't doing the same for you. Sign number 2, these men can be self-centered. Sign number 3, they're not incredibly nice to other people. How he treats others is a pretty good indicator of what you need to know about a guy. When he sees a homeless woman asking for change at the stoplight, check this out. Is he rude to waiters at restaurants, always demanding things from them? Would he kick a puppy? Is he compassionate and empathetic to others? Does he talk about his exes or people that are in his life? Does he always complain about them? Does he always badmouth them when they're not in the room? Chances are, how he treats other people is how he will treat you once he is already comfortable with you. In general, you want a partner who can empathize with others. You want a partner that can understand your feelings towards other people and know how to get along with them. Sign number 3, they're not incredibly nice to other people, because if they're not nice to other people, then what makes you believe that he will be nice to you? Sign number 4, they never take the blame. Look, relationships usually end because at least one party isn't happy, but it's rare that one person contributes zero to the demise of the relationship. What happens when you ask about past relationships of his? Does he clam up or get bitter talking about his exes? Or can he tell you objectively what went wrong, including his role in the situation? And when he never takes the blame, it only means that he is emotionally unavailable. If he keeps on blaming everyone else for his troubles and mishaps other than himself, chances are when you are in a relationship with him, he will always make you feel as if you're the one at fault for every fight and for every problem. It's never about him. It's always something wrong that you did. Think twice about whether or not you want a relationship like that before you invest in this man. Sign number 4, they never take the blame. Sign number 5, they disengage from their relationships. Maybe when you first started dating, this man was all about you. He actively pursued you and did his best to win your heart. As a result, you totally fell for him. But now you're feeling him disengaging from the relationship. And the more he pulls away, the more you move towards him, trying to understand his change in behavior. You want communication and connection. He wants space and quiet. You feel rejected because he won't address the problem head on. He is frustrated because he feels like you're backing him into a corner. And again, it's always your fault. Even if your needs aren't being met, your need for communication and connection, which are reasonable needs to expect in a healthy relationship, he makes you feel as if you're asking for too much from him. That is a red flag that you should not ignore. Sign number 5, they disengage from their relationships, including his relationship to you. Sign number 6, sex ranks high in their priorities. Are you spending quality time doing activities like eating out, sharing hobbies, and getting to know one another's thoughts on various topics? Or does the bulk of your good times together center around the bedroom? Men and women get different things from sex. Women may become more emotionally attached to a man after sex, but if a man is emotionally unavailable, it's likely going to be just sex for him. He may want it and initiate it with little regard to what you're getting out of it on the other side. Sign number 6, sex ranks high in their priorities. You have a feeling that he's keeping you around only for sex, but he's not really interested in getting to know you better, in being there for you, in being a friend and partner to you as well. You feel like after sex, everything else is just bland and he is not emotionally investing into you. That is a red flag you must not ignore. Sign number 7, he's never had a long-term relationship, and if he's had one, he most likely cheated on her. If he never had a long-term relationship, they may well be emotionally unavailable men, aka those who are afraid to commit. There's no rule about how long you want a man to have been in a relationship in his past, but if he's been in at least one that was several years long, he should understand what a real relationship and partnership should look like. And it's less likely that if he was in a longer relationship in the past, that he would be emotionally unavailable today. If he had been in a healthy relationship in the past, but for some reason it did not work out, he's more likely to know what to do within your relationship. But if he's been hurt by women in the past, and he is continuously punishing the women that come into his life that had nothing to do with the hurt that his ex has caused him in the past, you will feel this and you will know this. And you don't need to invest in a relationship like that because you deserve better. Sign number 7, he's never had a long-term relationship, or if he has a bad pattern or track record when it comes to those relationships, like emotional or physical abuse, or even serial cheating. Sign number 8, they're in denial. If you ask him how he feels after some occurrence that would make anyone else angry, sad, or another strong emotion, and he responds, "I'm fine," it's something you shouldn't believe. Sure, Maybe he's trying to come off as the macho man, or he could simply not want to acknowledge his feelings of vulnerability. He may deny that he needs help with opening up his emotional unavailability. He may get defensive and say nothing's the matter with him. However, you know that they're just keeping it all bottled up inside them. And you know that one day, eventually, it will bubble up and either turn towards anger and resentment towards you, or it will cause him to remain being distant to you, which will make you both grow apart over time. Sign number 8, they're in denial. If you see any of these 8 signs or multiple signs in your man, consider it as a red flag and rethink whether or not you want to continue dating and emotionally investing on a guy who is emotionally unavailable. Thank you for watching our video. For topic requests and shoutout requests, please like this video, subscribe to the Love Hub channel for more love relationship advice for women, and comment down below. Again, thank you, and we hope to see you in our future videos.